Now in Good Morning Northwest, strong winds fueled multiple wildfires burning right now across the inland Northwest. Structures are destroyed and more are threatened. We are tracking evacuation zones and fire growth this morning.
And smoke still in our skies from those fires this morning. How long? I expect those hazy conditions to be sticking around in your forecast.
And Russian President Vladimir Putin heads to Alaska for Friday's summit with President Trump. New details emerged this morning about a potential deal involving natural resources and sanctions. But will Russia agree to stop the fighting? You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Thursday, August 14th. We're going to toss things over to meteorologist Matt Gray and a look at your first alert forecast here. Lots of us smelling the smoke today, Matt.
Yeah, smelling the smoke, and things really deteriorated as we went through the afternoon to the evening yesterday. Moderate air quality from Moscow to St. Mary's to Spokane to Moses Lake. We saw some areas in the Palouse dip to unhealthy yesterday because of the Central Ferry fire that's burning near the Snake River. Most of the smoke, however, is actually not even coming from the inland Northwest. It's coming from the other side of the state. You've got this huge fire on the Olympic Peninsula burning thousands and thousands of acres. It sent us smoke starting yesterday morning, still sending smoke our direction. And really, until these winds change, until we get a change in the pattern, that is going to continue to be the case. And so we have another day of smoky and hazy conditions ahead of us where temperatures at the very least are going to be cooler and winds will be lighter. So hopefully that'll help fire crews with the local fires today. Temperatures for this afternoon only into the low 80s. I'm expecting air quality to not change much for today, but as we head into Friday, some improvements, and that involves some wet weather as well. So things looking on the ups for your Friday. We'll take a closer look at that coming up.
Matt, thanks. Well, we are starting with some breaking news out of Post Falls. Right now, westbound lanes of I-90 are closed due to a crash. Happened on 2:30 this morning on the Spokane Street overpass in Post Falls.
Now, here are some pictures and videos that we received from the scene. You can see what looks like an RV on fire on the side of I-90. Witnesses on scene say a car crashed into the RV, which started the fire. That witness also told us that people were able to make it out of the RV. Right now, we do not know their condition, or we don't know what happened to the occupants of the car. This is a live look of the scene right now. Traffic is still severely backed up on the westbound lanes. You're seeing the eastbound lanes flowing fine. But again, severely backed up on the westbound lanes. There is a detour around it. Again, this is impacting drivers, and it has been for about 4 hours now on I-90 through Post Falls. We're keeping a close eye on this. We'll bring you updates throughout the morning. And we're also keeping a close eye on several fires in the area. A lot of those sparked yesterday are still burning this morning, fueled by winds.
The fire weather watch we had for most of the day yesterday wrapped up around 9 o'clock last night. On this map here, you can see all the fires we're tracking. One near Little Falls on the Spokane River, another in Whitman County, and a third in Athol. We'll start with the Central Ferry fire in Whitman County. It's south of Dusty, outside of Colfax, where state mobilization was issued. Level 3 evacuations, meaning go now, are in effect for all the homes along Highway 127 between mile marker 13 and 13.5. Level 2 evacuations, meaning get ready, are in effect for Highway 127 east of Peniwawa Road from the Snake River to Highway 26. Washington State Patrol says a motorhome caught fire on the highway, sparking this wildfire. According to the Whitman County Emergency Management, 6 structures are threatened by this fire. At last check, it was estimated at 1,500 acres with 0 containment.
The Sunset Fire is burning near Athol. According to the Idaho Department of Lands, level 3 evacuations are in place for people on Raven Road, Crosswhite Road, Little Blacktail Road, and east of 2268 Sunset Road. Level 2 evacuations, or get ready, are in effect for people on Blacktail Road, a quarter-mile north of Little Blacktail. Fire's burning a little more than 1 square mile and has destroyed 3 structures so far.
And the Crescent Road fire is burning near Little Falls in Lincoln County. Level 3 evacuations are in place for people living between McLaughlin Road and to the east and Highway 231 to the west, and between Farwell Road north to the Spokane River. Level 2 evacuations are in place between McLaughlin and Valley Roads from Prewet to Fourmount north to the river. And we were sent this video of the Crescent Road fire burning around 7:30 last night. Stevens County Fire District 1 says the Crescent fire has burned about 500 acres so far.
And scammers are at it again, and this time they are targeting people during active wildfires. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office says some folks are getting phone calls from people pretending to be law enforcement, telling them they need to evacuate for the Crescent Road fire. This all came to light around 11:30 last night when deputies sent out a warning. They believe the scammers are taking advantage of the fire burning near Little Falls. Deputies want you to know they are not making evacuation calls. If you really need to leave, they will come to your door in person. So here's what you can do. Check the official Spokane Regional Emergency Communications evacuation map to see if your address is actually in the zone. And if you are still not sure, call Crime Check 509-456-2233.
More than a dozen suspicious fires have burned in Riverside State Park since July 4th. These have forced evacuations and disrupted summer activities for families. Park rangers now have to work overnight shifts to try to catch those arsonists. The fires strain an already short-staffed team of just 5 commissioned rangers who have to balance fire response with visitor safety.
Washington State Parks is not set up or staffed to be a 24-hour law enforcement operation. That being said, most of these fires have occurred very late, and so our staff has adjusted their hours.
Rangers ask visitors to report any suspicious activity in the park. They believe quick reporting could prevent future fires.
Well, now to the latest on Friday's high-stakes summit in Alaska between President Trump and Vladimir Putin.
This morning, we're getting a better idea of what the U.S. may offer Russia to stop the fighting in Ukraine. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has a story.
This morning, President Trump preparing to meet with Vladimir Putin in Alaska, the first time the Russian president has set foot on U.S. soil in nearly a decade. The British Daily Telegraph reports White House officials are working on a deal that would give Russia access to natural resources in Alaska in exchange for ending the war, along with the lifting of some sanctions on the Russian aviation industry and providing access to rare earth minerals in Ukrainian territories currently under Russian occupation. Trump warning Russia there will be consequences if Putin doesn't agree to end the war.
Will Russia face any consequences if Vladimir Putin does not agree to stop the war after your meeting on Friday?
Yes, they will. Yeah.
What will the consequences
There will be
be?
consequences.
Sanctions, tariffs?
There will be, I don't have to say, there will be very severe consequences.
The president has called Friday's meeting a listening exercise, adding that it's really about, quote, setting the table for a future face-to-face meeting between Putin and Ukrainian President Zelensky.
There's a very good chance that we're going to have a second meeting, which will be more productive than the first.
But Zelensky warns that Putin is bluffing and he's not serious about ending this war. On Wednesday, President Trump spoke virtually with Ukraine's president and European leaders. The British Prime Minister ready for a peace deal, but still had this warning for Putin.
We do stand ready also to increase pressure on Russia, particularly the economy, with sanctions and wider measures as may be necessary.
Trump has suggested both sides may need to give up territory. Russia currently controls about 20% of Ukraine and is making advances. Video circulating online this week shows explosions across the Eastern Front, with Russian troops breaching the front line. Civilian deaths now reportedly at their highest levels since the early months of the war. During that call with Zelensky, European leaders say they are united with President Trump that there must be a ceasefire before peace talks can begin. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
Well, it is now 8 minutes after 6 o'clock.
Checking back in with meteorologist Matt Gray for a look outside at those, well, of course, monitoring all those wildfires this morning.
Yeah, keeping an eye on wildfires, and on the satellite picture, that Central Ferry fire south of Dusty burning super hot this morning. So that's what we're going to be watching for smoke production this afternoon. Again, for a second straight day. We're talking smoke forecast coming up here shortly.
President Trump takes action to secure America's drug supply. The new executive order targets 26 essential medications and aims to reduce dependence on foreign manufacturers. Coming up, though, how it could impact the medications you rely on.
And the verdict for the fugitive who tried to escape justice by faking his own death. What happened in court and the other case against him. That's just ahead.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Perfection Tire.
You don't need deep pockets to clean deep. Woo! With new Arm & Hammer Deep Clean Free and Clear laundry detergent. Our most powerful Free and Clear formula. Skin Safe certified 100%.
Are you looking for a cool new tricked out truck? Something lifted and loaded, perfect for the Inland Northwest? Then you need to head on out to Cal Cars Superstores, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's Truck Kings.
We always have the best selection of trucks in the 509 and the 208.
Half-ton to three-quarter ton, to dualies and diesels. Nobody has a better selection at a better price than Cal. Like your deal, love your wheels. This week at Cal.
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get what you deserve. Don't let big insurance get ahead of you.
Our team acts quickly to handle everything for you, so you don't have to worry about a thing.
After my recent accident, I knew I needed help, so I called Craig Swap and Associates. They really fought for me and treated me fairly every step of the way.
Don't wait. Call Craig Swap and Associates today and let us handle it for you. One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Always dry scoop before you run.
Listen to me. A hot dog diet got me shredded.
It's time we listen to science. One A Day is formulated with key nutrients to support whole body health. One A Day, science that matters.
First, they dip into science. Then, they dip into yum. Everyone will love the combination of crunchy sticks and creamy Nutella. Nutella and go. Dip into yum.
Summer's heating up, but your home doesn't have to. During Mainstream's No Sweat Summer Sales event, it's easier than ever to upgrade your comfort with the best financing offer of the year. For a limited time, enjoy 6 months, no payments, no interest on new AC systems. Stay cool, save big, worry less. Call Mainstream today or visit mainstreamhomeservices.com to take advantage of this amazing offer. Cooler air is just a click or call away. Don't sweat it. Mainstream has you covered.
Your time is 6:12. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Yesterday, President Trump signed an executive order to replenish the critical pharmaceutical ingredient reserve.
The order directs the Department of Health and Human Services to create a list of 26 essential drugs. HHS then has to obtain a 6-month supply of their components, preferably from a domestic manufacturer. Many active drug ingredients are made abroad, notably in India. Back in 2020, Trump created the Strategic Active Pharmaceutical Ingredients Reserve to help shore up the nation's drug supply chain amid the COVID-19 pandemic.
The Trump administration scored a financial victory in federal court. The U.S. D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals determined the legislative branch is the only department that can sue the White House for changes made to congressionally approved budgets. This decision allows the Trump administration not to spend funds allocated by Congress. It also lets President Trump continue to scale back foreign aid grants.
A judge will sentence Harvey Weinstein next month for sexual assault. Earlier this summer, Weinstein was found guilty of criminal sexual assault against a former Project Runway assistant. He was also found not guilty of sexual assault against a former model. However, a judge called a mistrial on a rape charge against an aspiring actress. During a hearing, prosecutors say they want to retry Weinstein on that rape charge. The judge said the trial would have to take place this year.
A Utah jury found 38-year-old Nicholas Rossi guilty of rape Wednesday. Rossi, who faked his death to evade those rape charges, was found guilty in Utah of sexually assaulting a former girlfriend in 2008. He was arrested in Scotland in 2023 and extradited to Utah last year. The victim bravely testified despite years of silence. Rossi faces another trial next month for a separate rape charge. Sentencing is set in this count for October 20th.
Takeaways today in your forecast. Still going to be smoky throughout the day today. If you're very sensitive to smoke, probably a good idea to limit your time outside if possible. Showers coming in as early as Friday morning. That's going to help us out with that.
The Friends of Manitou getting ready for their fall plant sale, which is next Saturday. Get it on the calendar. That goes from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. just outside the Geyser Conservatory in Spokane's Manitou Park. You'll find all kinds of stuff from grasses to shrubs to houseplants. The event also takes plastic pot for recycling as long as they are not broken and either black or green. All proceeds support projects and activities at Manitou Park. It's now 6:14.
Disturbing video shows a Florida deputy punching a college student in the face during a traffic stop. Up next, why prosecutors say the officer did nothing wrong. The student's response next.
And we are tracking the latest on this crash. that has all of westbound lanes of I-90 blocked in Post Falls at the Spokane Street overpass. What we are learning about it coming up.
Wildfire season is here. Protect what matters most with meteorologist Chris Crocker.
We track the winds, the humidity, the lightning, because even the smallest change can lead to disaster.
The First Alert Weather Team, only on 4 News Now.
When you get injured in a car accident, you're going to have to fight with a big insurance company
who make huge profits by paying out small settlements.
That's when you call Russell and Hill.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
Elevate your summer at Silver Mountain Resort. Play 2 days in Idaho's largest indoor water park and enjoy one night in a beautiful condo for just $57 a person. Ride America's longest gondola for breathtaking scenic views or cruise the Northwest's #1 bike park. Create new family memories around the fire, an outdoor movie, or an evening stroll through the village. Just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene on I-90. Elevate your summer at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. That is why our highly trained technicians handle every job with unmatched professionalism. From broken springs to noisy rollers, we'll get your door running smoothly, securely, and fast. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
My name is Joyce Prather, but I go by Joy. My husband and I moved to Orchard Crest just from my daughter's house. When we walked in, I said, oh, this is it, because it was so beautifully decorated. The people here are amazing. The staff is amazing. Everything that we were hoping for turned out to be what we got. If somebody walked up to me and asked about Orchard Crest, yes, I would certainly tell them to come here.
The 2025 Ford Bronco is everywhere, and for good reason. It's built for anything, loaded with capability, and will go anywhere you take it. Snow, mud, dirt, whatever the road throws at you. This goat gives you seven different terrain modes to handle it all. And the Bronco just won an award for best in class for initial quality. When buying your next SUV, think Wendell Ford. We would be honored to show you the new Bronco. Wendell Ford, drive for generations.
If you're looking for a great deal on quality pre-owned vehicles with a great selection to choose from, then you need to come down to Finley Honda, Spokane.
And right now, we're giving $1,000 over Kelley Blue Book fair market value for your trade-ins.
When you get injured in a car accident, you're going to have to fight with a big insurance company
who make huge profits by paying out small settlements.
That's when you call Russell and Hill.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
4 News Now is brought to you by Parker Subaru.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. It's now 6:18. A Florida deputy involved in a violent confrontation with a black college student has been cleared. And we want to warn you, the video that you're about to see may be hard to watch.
Video showed the officer hitting the driver and pulling him from his car. Now an investigation just found that this use of force was justified. Here's ABC's Lana Moyes.
Out of the car, I will. This morning, a Jacksonville, Florida sheriff's deputy seen striking this driver in the face during an arrest will not face criminal charges.
Exit the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle!
William McNeil Jr. was pulled over in February for not having his lights on in bad weather and not wearing a seatbelt.
What is your reason, sir? Step out. What is your reason?
Deputies are seen getting aggressive with him after he questioned why he was being pulled over, denying there was bad weather and refusing to exit his vehicle. They claimed he was reaching for a knife on the floor, which was not seen in the video. The state attorney's office now concluding it was a lawful traffic stop, saying Officer Bauer's use of a one-time open-handed strike to McNeil's face had a legitimate tactical purpose: to get McNeil out of the SUV and to show his hands, which McNeil did after the strike, adding that Officer Bauer's second strike occurred during McNeil's arrest and was in response to McNeil's physical resistance to the arrest.
I was surprised. I was scared. I grew up being told that officers protect us, but that wasn't the case.
McNeil's lawyers now want the Justice Department to investigate, claiming the state attorney never interviewed him and overlooked the violence after he was taken into custody. They say he suffered a concussion, a chipped tooth, and needed 9 stitches.
The deputy's actions are still part of an administrative review to determine if they violated policy. As for McNeil, he pleaded guilty to resisting arrest and having a suspended license. Lionel Moyes, ABC News, New York.
We are taking a live look outside to start our morning. Just monitoring this beautiful sunrise out there today, but it comes with a cost.
It does, and
It comes with the haze, right?
But not the heat today.
Yes, not the heat. About 10 degrees cooler than yesterday and something like 15 plus degrees cooler than a couple of days ago when we were just baking in that heat. And want to start with a look out here at our camera at Dusty this morning. Looks fairly serene compared to what we saw yesterday afternoon with the smoke coming up over the back of the hills there from that Central Ferry fire. We're thinking about everybody who's dealing with these local fires here this morning. I know a lot of folks kind of days got upended with fire conditions yesterday. It is going to be smoky today with a lighter breeze and much cooler temperatures, but it's still going to be enough to where we will see as temperatures heat up in the afternoon, still a little bit of fire activity. Good news here, smoke is going to end up clearing as we head into tonight. Those showers that we have talked about all week in your forecast are going to help us out as well as we get closer to the weekend. Most of the smoke we're actually seeing in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene coming from this Bear Gulch fire, which is over in the Olympic Peninsula. We've also seen some smoke from this big fire up in Vancouver Island in BC, so some Canadian smoke affecting us as well. We'll get another bank of smoke here from activity in the afternoon that will move through in the late evening and overnight through Spokane, through Coeur d'Alene, so variable air quality as we go throughout the day. By the time we get to Friday morning, still some smoke up in our northern counties, but for the I-90 corridor, we're actually going to start to see some clearing, and that is really going to help us out. So really, we got to deal with the smoke until Friday morning, and we'll see some great improvements after that. Taking a little bit of a closer look here locally, you can see some of the local fires here, including that Central Ferry fire, still burning hot this morning. I think we'll likely see at least a little bit of smoke again from this one across the Palouse. Certainly, our computer modeling showing that it could indeed be quite active again later today with temperatures close to 90 degrees around parts of the Palouse region. Pullman Moscow going to potentially see a little bit more smoke late in the day. Same goes for folks around St. Mary's and up into northern Whitman County and the south side of Lake Coeur d'Alene. So some folks that need to be watching out for air quality to perhaps dip a little bit more than other areas for the second half of the day. That brings us to the wet weather, which is going to be moving into the west side. Help us out, stop that smoke for the west side tonight. Then as we head into tomorrow morning, a chance for a few light showers, some cloudier skies, and additionally much cooler temperatures even than what we're seeing today, plus another round of rain coming in for Friday night and Saturday. I think this one is going to be the big one where we have a chance for some wetting rains, some much needed wetting rains around the inland northwest. So here's how that plays out in your 7-day forecast. Look for some showers on Friday morning. Saturday, once again, looking more like the first half of the day is going to be busy. We get a little bit of a break on Sunday, not much activity, and then some isolated storms on Monday before we head back into the sunshine. Temperatures about average for the middle of next week. But we have some cool conditions, especially look at Saturday, only mid-70s. And with some smoke clearing on Friday, might even be able to open the windows for a little bit on Saturday and Sunday. So that will be nice to help get rid of that stuffy air we've got in many houses today.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, Matt, thanks.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:23.
Well, all of our Inland Northwest Division I football teams will have new starting quarterbacks this season. And our sports team got the opportunity to chat with Washington State's likely QB1, Zevi Eckhouse. Hear what he had to say about the culture shift taking place in Pullman next in Morning Sports.
Welcome to the start of your Thursday morning. Only got one more day till Friday. Looking forward to it. We'll be back with more Good Morning Northwest coming up right after this break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Looking to earn more on your savings without locking it in a CD? With P1FCU's new bump rate, you can earn up to an extra 2.04% APY on your money market just by using your Ascend checking account. Plus, qualifying Ascend checking accounts earn 3.5% APY on balances up to $15,000. Get more flexibility, better returns, and smarter savings. Visit p1fcu.org/bump. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
Every day, our customers experience that moment. The moment when the decision is made and the train has left the station. When there's nothing left to do but lean forward and watch a little piece of the future unfold right before your dilated pupils. It only lasts a heartbeat or two, and some moments end better than others. But whatever the outcome, there's never a dull moment at Northern Quest. Yes, the best.
Frisky's World.
Come on, let's explore.
That's made with real salmon.
Look what I found. Little soups for cats.
There's the delicious taste of tuna we treasure.
Definitely coming back tomorrow.
Friskies, always more to explore.
The Good Feet store just really helped me out. I mean, they gave me the right arch support for my feet, not somebody else's feet. Then it was like, okay, this is something special.
See for yourself with the free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
4 News Now and STCU are recognizing volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today we honor Joyce Beach.
Joyce is a tireless leader at the Cusick Food Pantry, guiding a team of volunteers and dedicating her own time and resources to feed people in her community.
It's good for the soul. You're doing something for somebody else and you're expecting nothing in return. Greet everybody with a smile. Glad you're here.
Thanks to STCU for helping make sure volunteers count.
The swimsuit season has arrived, and that means extra time in the gym to look good this summer at Move Fitness.
Time to get it on.
From squats and lunges for the booty to curls for the girls, Move Fitness has the classes and machines to make this summer your best. And you can get it all for about $1 a day.
Time to get it on.
Move Fitness.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace. The trio of WSU, Idaho, and Eastern Washington are all debuting starting quarterbacks this season, all diving into the new season, eager to push on improved years. We start off with Washington State. They're likely choosing Zevi Eckhouse. The redshirt senior started in the Holiday Bowl against Syracuse last December, where despite the loss, he threw for over 350 yards and scored 3 times. One thing all the players we've talked to have mentioned about fall camp is that culture shift. Now, the coaches practice what they preach.
They're always preaching, brotherhood and family and togetherness. And then you see their kids here and you see their families here and you see how they interact with their families. And you can realize, okay, they're not just saying that to say that because everybody says it. They're saying it, but they're also doing it right in front of you. You got their kids running around and the kids are awesome. They're great. Even Coach Rogers' kid, Trace, he's always in the locker room. He's awesome. He's literally awesome.
You can catch more of Sydney's interview with Zevi coming up on Sunday, August 24th. That's our big-time countdown to kickoff special. Gonzaga women's basketball team unveiled yesterday their full non-conference schedule, highlighted by a home opener against future Pac-12 foe Colorado State, and they play 3 NCAA tournament teams. Zags also play regional rival Eastern Washington at home on November 23rd, and that whole 13-game slate is on our website, KXLY.com, right now. And those tip-off times and the TV programming will all be announced at a later date. That's all for Morning Sports. Check us out at 6 and Nightside tonight for plenty more sports all around our area.
Our time is now 6:28.
Wind-whipped fires destroy property in multiple counties. This morning, the newest information, we are learning about those wildfires after the break.
And Governor Little activates Idaho National Guard to assist ICE. The 14 members are part of a larger federal initiative involving 20 states. Coming up, how this deployment impacts immigration enforcement in Idaho. And as we go to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, shark bite survivor.
I have to say that I'm traumatized.
The pregnant wife of former NBA player Danilo Gallinari telling her story for the first time since she was bitten by a shark. Eleonora Boy, a sports journalist from Italy, was swimming in waist-deep water with Gallinari and their 2 young children when all of a sudden,
I felt a strong pain and my thigh was burning. But my idea was maybe it's a huge jellyfish, but in the reality, it wasn't the jellyfish.
As soon as Eleonora started screaming, I had my son with me. I ran towards my wife and my daughter.
Her thigh bitten.
How difficult is this for you to talk about? You said that you're still traumatized.
It's not easy because when I remember, I'm still scared.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more of her harrowing story. With your GMA First Look, I'm Victor Okendo, ABC News, Miami.
Honey, your mouth and eyes are moving again.
Really?
Yeah. Let's go talk to your doctor. We learned the uncontrollable movements are called tardive dyskinesia, or TD, and were caused by Derek's mental health medications. Derek was prescribed Austedo XR, a once-daily extended-release pill for adults. Austedo XR can significantly reduce TD movements, with some seeing a response as early as 2 weeks. And he can stay on his mental health medications.
Austedo XR can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Pay close attention to and call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden changes in mood, or have suicidal thoughts. Don't take if you have liver problems, are taking Reserpine, Tetrabenazine, or Valbenazine. Austedo XR may cause irregular or fast heartbeat or abnormal movements. Seek help for fever, stiff muscles, problems thinking or sweating. Common side effects include inflammation of the nose and throat, insomnia, and sleepiness.
If you see TD, ask about Austedo XR.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now brings you an aerial postcard from Bayview, Idaho.
For more than 20 years, Blackhawk has electrified country fans. Experience them live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, October 16th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
At Walker's Furniture, we believe everyone deserves a better night's sleep. So this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're having a 3-day mattress sale where you can beat the Labor Day crowds and save hundreds on top name brand mattresses. Shop early to get 2 free pillows with your mattress purchase while supplies last. Plus, take advantage of 3 years no interest financing with no money down, as well as free delivery and up to $300 of free furniture with select purchases. This weekend only at Walker's.
Looking for a cool new tricked-out truck? Perfect for the Inland Northwest? Then you need to visit Cal Cars, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's Truck Kings. From half to 3/4 ton to dualies and diesels. Like your deal, love your wheels this week at Cal.
When allergies throw a sucker punch, the power of Claritin D punches back harder. Get fast, powerful relief of your worst symptoms, like nasal congestion. Claritin clears.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We are starting this half hour with some breaking news out of Post Falls. We've been telling you about this morning. Westbound lanes of I-90 are closed due to a crash. Happened around 2:30 this morning on the Spokane Street overpass in Post Falls.
Here are some pictures and videos we received of the scene. You can see an RV on fire on the side of I-90. A witness told us a car crashed into the RV, which started the fire. They also told us that people were able to make it out of the RV, but right now we don't know how they're doing or what happened to the people from the car. This is a live look at the scene right now. Traffic is still severely backed up in that area. Again, it is impacting drivers going west on I-90 through Post Falls. There is a detour in place. We're keeping a close eye on this for you. We'll bring you updates throughout the morning.
Not a fun scene there. Good morning. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It's Thursday, August 14th. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray and your first alert forecast.
And we are going to continue to see more hazy skies today, but also some cooler temperatures after the fiery Wednesday we saw around the inland Northwest. 59 degrees. You can see that hazy, smoky condition on the horizon. You'll probably smell it a little bit as well as you step out the door. Moderate air quality in Spokane and in Coeur d'Alene and across many parts of our region today. So we'll continue to see this haze throughout the day. Our winds still bringing in smoke from western Washington. Plus, you got smoke from the local fires now in parts of our area. The temperature is about 10 degrees cooler than yesterday. So that is a huge positive, not just because it was super hot and everybody was really uncomfortable at the start of the week, but fire crews will be happy for that as well. It is still going to be a little breezy at times as we go through the day today. So there will still be a little bit of smoke activity, especially from these fires out west. We're tracking where that smoke is going for you coming up here in a few minutes.
Now, we are keeping an eye on several fires in our region. The ones we're tracking here, one near Little Falls on the Spokane River, another in Whitman County, and a third in Athol. We're going to start with the Central Ferry Fire in Whitman County, south of Dusty, where state mobilization's been issued. Level 3 evacuations, meaning go now, are in effect for all homes along Highway 127 between mile marker 13 and 13.5. Level 2 evacuations, meaning get ready, are in effect for Highway 127 east of Peniwawa Road and from the Snake River to Highway 26. Washington State Patrol says a motorhome caught fire on the highway, sparking this fire. According to Whitman County Emergency Management, 6 structures are threatened. And at last check, it was estimated at 1,500 acres with no containment.
The Red Cross is stepping in to help as the Sunset Fire continues to burn near Athol. It's mobilizing volunteers and has opened an emergency shelter at Sagal Elementary School. If you're affected, you can go there for food, cots, and other essentials. Right now, level 3 evacuations are in place for people on Raven Road, Cross White Road, Little Blacktail Road, and east of 2268 Sunset Road. Level 2 evacuations are in effect for people on Blacktail Road, a quarter-mile north of Little Blacktail. The fire is burning a little more than 1 square mile and has destroyed 3 structures so far.
And the Crescent Road fire is burning near Little Falls in Lincoln County. Level 3 evacuations are in place for people living between McLaughlin Road to the east and Highway 231 to the west, and between Farwell Road north to the Spokane River. Level 2 evacuations are in place between McLaughlin and Valley Roads and from Pruitt Fourmount north to the river.
And we were sent this video of the Crescent Road fire burning around 7:30 last night. Stevens County Fire District 1 says the Crescent Fire has burned about 500 acres so far.
And more than a dozen members of the Idaho National Guard, in other news, are now helping ICE. Governor Brad Little authorized the action earlier this week, saying it shows Idaho's commitment to aiding and supporting other agencies. Governor Little says these 14 agents will help with office tasks, allowing ICE agents to focus on law enforcement. It follows U.S. Secretary of State Pete Hegseth authorizing 20 states, including Idaho, to activate up to 1,700 National Guard members to support ICE. Those who work in the Idaho immigrant community say this impacts people seeking legal status.
The National Guardsmen, are employed in emergency response situations, fires, floods, civil unrest. I think it's part of a larger narrative to portray the immigrant community as part of this emergency that has plagued our country.
Luis Campos says there is a worry that more National Guardsmen will be authorized. The U.S. State Department announced visa restrictions for unnamed African, Cuban, and Grenadian government officials. Wednesday, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said the visa restrictions are for those involved with Cuba's medical mission program. The alleged labor scheme sent thousands of doctors to dozens of countries as forced labor. The visa ban will also apply to family members of government officials.
Local 302 Union, which represents construction workers across the inland Northwest, is on strike. Some of those workers picketed outside of Inland Asphalt yesterday. The strike has stopped some road projects indefinitely. One of those is the Green Street Bridge project, where drivers face major delays. Lane closures scheduled to end this coming Monday are now postponed with no timeline for completion. Paving projects in Pullman and Chewelah have also stopped. And in North Idaho, the I-90 widening project and Pleasant View interchange in Post Falls may also face some delays.
I haven't been congested with the traffic, but as far as the construction go, if it's something that's going to make improvement and it's going to make it overall better for everybody, why not?
Some people are patient. Others are expressing their frustration with the traffic caused by this never-ending construction. Both the union and the Associated General Contractors declined so far to comment on their negotiations. But of course, we'll keep you updated. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:38.
Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray. And our winds were really strong yesterday, calming down quite a bit, but we still have some breezes.
Yeah, it's still going to be a little breezy today, and we'll see some breeziness again this afternoon, but nowhere close to yesterday. So it goes from dangerous to an inconvenience, enough to keep things just a little active. Talking your smoke forecast coming up here in a few minutes.
No sidewalks, unpaved roads, and now no buses. Rathdrum parents worry about their kids' safety as the district cuts 8 routes. What will families do? Get that story after the break.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Make your hard-earned dollars go further during the Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. Shop today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Plus, find huge discounts on living, dining, and bedroom, and 60 months no interest. The Labor Day sale, on now at Furniture Row.
For over 100 years, we've gathered here. Dusty boots meet blue ribbons, and fair food meets family tradition. At the North Idaho State Fair, we're not just making memories, we're keeping tradition alive. Join us August 15th through the 24th for the best 10 full days of unforgettable memories right here in North Idaho. Get your tickets now at nisfair.fun for the North Idaho State Fair, presented by ICCU.
It started with a drive down 8th Avenue.
Wow, what is this place?
A permanent year-round market rooted in sustainability, equity, and community. BECU stepped in with trust-based philanthropy and a commitment to the community.
Our partnership with Scale House is helping our members, is helping our community grow, thrive, get access to food.
From arts to agriculture, Scale House Market is a place where people grow together.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
If you're looking for a great deal on quality pre-owned vehicles with a great selection to choose from, then you need to come down to Findlay Honda, Spokane.
And right now, we're giving $1,000 over Kelly Blue Book fair market value for your trade-ins.
It's the Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. And right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Get 30% off our Doctor's Choice lineup. Plus, get 60 months no interest and free shipping. The Labor Day sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
I hope for people that choose to watch my forecast on Good Morning Northwest is as you're making your plans for the day, you know what's coming up for your day and how to plan it, and that you have a little bit of fun on the way.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:42. Big changes are coming to the Lakeland School District in North Idaho.
It's cutting 8 bus routes since it took a $500,000 hit to its transportation budget. Our Alexandra Coneyarts breaks down what's behind the financial troubles and what it means for families.
The start of school normally brings excitement, but for Lakeland parents, it's bringing transportation chaos and a lot of stress as the district cuts 8 of its usual bus routes.
It's actually really extremely upsetting and discouraging because a lot of families have to have both parents working. They have to have that 2-household income.
Savannah Berdadich has 3 kids in Spirit Lake schools, where students are losing most of their transportation services. Lakeland High and middle school students will also lose bus routes. The district says this is because most users live within 1.5 miles of these schools.
And while that might not seem like the biggest distance, parents have raised concerns over what this will mean in the wintertime, when areas like this could be covered in snow, as well as the safety for these kids, as they tell me many of the streets in Spirit Lake are unpaved.
For me, I could never let my kids walk to school knowing that there's a chance that they could be hit by a car by somebody not paying attention and that there's no sidewalks for them to walk on safely.
These cuts come after a turbulent year for the Lakeland School District. In November, a proposed levy failed. A reduced levy passed this spring, but it puts the district $2 million in the hole. Kate McCarthy, a parent who has been heavily involved with the district, was not surprised by these cuts.
It makes me sad for those families that are squeezed, but again, I hope this lights a fire under those families. We need to be more involved.
The district says it is accepting feedback and will make small changes to routes throughout the school year if needed. In the meantime, it's pushed Berdadich to get creative and make use of a neighbor's old van to bring some kids to and from school.
I will be making this van something that we can use and that I can help my community.
In Rathdrum, Alexandra Coneyarts, 4 News Now.
Takeaways today in your forecast. Still going to be smoky throughout the day today. If you're very sensitive to smoke, probably a good idea to limit your time outside. Now, we are going to see some improvements tonight and tomorrow with smoke. That comes with a chance of showers.
All right, Matt, thanks. It's now 6:44.
And we will be taking a look at the fires burning in our region, plus monitoring that crash in Post Falls. We'll have more details coming up a little bit later here on Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Elevate your summer at Silver Mountain Resort. Play 2 days in Idaho's largest indoor water park and enjoy one night in a beautiful condo for just $57 a person. Ride America's longest gondola for breathtaking scenic views or cruise the Northwest's #1 bike park. Create new family memories around the fire, an outdoor movie, or an evening stroll through the village. Just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene on I-90. Elevate your summer at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
We invite you to Missisquoi Casino Hotel, where jackpots, food, and fun come together. As the area's only non-smoking casino, we're proud to be the place that treats you right. Stay and play. Enjoy live table games, your favorite gaming machines, and bet on your favorite players and sports with Caesars Sportsbook. Check out our event space for your next special gathering. We're located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Plan your visit today at Missisquoi.com.
Custom is more than choosing from a few fabric options. With our custom upholstery, you get control over almost every detail, so you can design a piece that's perfect for you. From the style of the arms and legs to the cushion type and pillow shape. Perfect style, perfect comfort, created for you. The Custom Comfort Event. Get 30% off store-wide at the Tin Roof.
R&R RV has just lowered prices on every pre-owned motorhome, fifth wheel, and travel trailer in stock. We're talking jaw-dropping savings on the region's largest selection of pre-owned RVs. All pre-owned units at R&R RV are clean, certified, and never purchased at auction. Quit dreaming. Just do it. Same-day delivery available on many units. Shop pre-owned units now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake, North Spokane, and Lewiston. Or visit rnrrv.com.
For over 25 years, Dr. Arvind Chaudhry and Summit Cancer Centers has remained true to 3 core values. 25 years of coming together to develop the most complete and personalized treatment plans available. 25 years of providing the most advanced treatments and non-invasive radiosurgery in the country. 25 years of taking you on a healing journey from diagnosis to recovery.
And we are not stopping there. We will continue to offer the most comprehensive cancer treatment in the Northwest.
Summit Cancer Centers, integrated, innovative, inspired.
4 News Now is brought to you by R&R RV.
It is 6:47. Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. 4 things to know about your forecast. Smoky weather today. It's going to be much cooler, but still breezy enough for a little bit of fire activity to get going in the afternoon. It's still warm enough as well. Smoke will be clearing out tonight. We'll see some showers, much needed after this week, Friday and Saturday. So for Thursday, could continue to see the average air quality around our region in the moderate range. There may be some fluctuations depending on how close you are to area fires. For Friday, expecting some improvements. May not be so much to start, but definitely by the time we get towards kind of lunchtime and later. Your wildfire conditions right now, this hot spot right over the Central Ferry fire, really still quite hot from the satellite picture this morning, those orange and yellow colors. It is burning hot here, and so likely to produce some more smoke this afternoon. Let's show you where that's going to go. So places that saw the smoky weather yesterday from this fire, Colfax and Potlatch, you're going to likely see it again in some form or fashion in the afternoon. This is about 3 p.m. Be on the lookout for some degraded air quality here. As we head into the night, some of that smoke is going to drift further north, places like Rosalia, Tico, Harrison, and St. Mary's, where we could see some degraded air quality late in the night as well. So even with cooler temperatures, probably a good idea to keep the windows closed, at least for one more night. We can air out the house later as we get into the weekend with still some haziness as we get into Friday morning while other parts of the region clear out. There's been a lot of smoke coming from the west side. That Bear Gulch fire produced a lot of smoke, and just a lot of smoke stuck in the Columbia Basin right now. That all begins to move our direction, so we may actually get a little bit smokier as we head into the afternoon and the early evening, but eventually, as we begin to see wet weather and cloudy and cool conditions on the west side, that'll stop smoke production, and we'll see things clear out as we head into Friday morning. Likely still see a little bit of smoke and haze in our northern counties to start things off. We'll have a chance for some showers on Friday, but the big day looks like it's going to be on Saturday, where we have a very good chance to pick up some wet weather. So for your camping forecast, yeah, definitely want to be prepared if you're still planning on headed out, no matter where you're going, whether it's Sullivan Lake in Ponderay County or anywhere else. Prepare for cooler temperatures, prepare for some showers, and some thunder and lightning is possible on Saturday as well. Going into Saturday night and then through Sunday, we're going to see things clear out. Should be a pretty nice end to the weekend. A couple of isolated storms on Monday. Overall conditions looking pretty nice here as we head into next week at a whole lot cooler weather than this week, which is nice to see.
Indeed. Oh, we're going to soak it up.
It's going to be great.
Feeling great. Yeah. Matt, thanks. Good morning, Northwest time right now, 6:49.
Your morning sprint is coming up next. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest on your Thursday. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now brings you an aerial postcard from Green Bluff.
Check engine light on? Brake squeaking? Don't guess. Just bring it into Perfection Tire. Complete service and certified technicians. We can fix it. And right now, save big with rebates on select Cooper tires.
Nobody beats perfection.
Let's do it. August 28th through September 1st, the 44th annual Pig Out in the Park returns to beautiful Riverfront Park. Free admission, 65 food booths, 300 menu items, 4 adult beverage gardens, and 88 free concerts on 4 stages. Headliners include Too Slim, Sammy Eubanks, Tone Loc, the Blues Beatles from Brazil, Atomic Punk's Van Halen tribute, and BCDC's AC/DC tribute. For a complete list of food booths and bands, go to pigoutinthepark.com. August 28th through September 1st, attend the 44th annual Pig Out in the Park.
At Coeur d'Alene Nissan, the Rogue is ready for wherever life takes you. It's the crossover with advanced technology and loads of room. Luxury comfort, perfect for cruising around town, long weekend trips, and everything in between. And with the Pro Pilot Assist, the Rogue helps drive for you. Hands-free, feet-free, worry-free. Take a test drive at our beautiful dealership just off Highway 95. Nice cars, nice people, Coeur d'Alene Nissan.
Nothing says summer better than spending time on your deck. From the afternoon barbecues to the late night socials, the deck has become the most fun place to be. And nobody knows decking better than the pros at Windsor Plywood.
It's time to shop, shop for wood.
From composite to PVC or wood decking to beautiful railing options. If you're looking for a great new deck, Windsor has the best selection at the best prices.
Windsor Plywood.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
From tires to tune-ups, Perfection Tire is your one-stop shop.
And right now, save big with rebates on select Cooper tires. Quality you can trust at our lowest prices. Nobody beats perfection.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Thursday in the morning sprint.
We got smoky skies for a second straight day today. Meteorologist Matt Gray is tracking when that smoke will start to clear.
And we have several fires burning around the region, the latest on acreage and evacuations.
But first, we start with breaking news out of Post Falls. Right now, westbound lanes of I-90 still closed due to a crash. It happened around 2:30 this morning on Spokane Street, the overpass there in Post Falls.
Now, here are some pictures and videos we received at the scene. You can see an RV on fire. This is on the side of I-90. A witness says a car crashed into the RV, which started that fire. That witness also told us people made it out of the RV, but right now we don't know their condition or what happened to the people in the car. Here's a live look happening right now. Traffic's still severely backed up in this region. It is impacting drivers, again, traveling west on I-90 through Post Falls. There's a detour in place. We'll have updates for you throughout the morning.
And you can see in the background there, those smoky skies. We are going to be smoky throughout the day today. Air quality sitting at moderate around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, and that is going to continue throughout the majority, if not the entirety of the day. Now, there is a positive here if you were feeling pretty hot this week, and who wasn't? Temperatures about 10 degrees cooler than yesterday, almost 15 degrees cooler than the start of the week.
And we are tracking several fires in the region. A number that sparked yesterday still burning this morning, fueled by winds. On this map, you can see all of the fires that we are tracking. One near Little Falls on the Spokane River, another in Athol, and a third in Whitman County.
That one's called the Central Ferry Fire. It's burning south of Dusty near Colfax, where state mobilization was issued. Level 3 evacuations, meaning go now, are in effect for all homes along Highway 127 between mile marker 13 and 13.5. Level 2 evacuations, meaning get ready, are in effect for Highway 127 east to Pennywawah Road and from the Snake River to Highway 26. Now, at last check, it was estimated at 1,500 acres with zero containment. And here's a look at the motorhome that Washington State Patrol says started it.
The Red Cross is stepping in to help as the Sunset Fire continues burning near Athol. It is mobilizing volunteers and open an emergency shelter at Sagal Elementary School. If you're affected, you can go there for food, cots, and other essentials. Right now, level 3 evacuations are in place for people on Raven Road, Crosswhite Road, Little Blacktail Road, and east of 2268 Sunset Road. Level 2 evacuations are in effect for people on Blacktail Road, a quarter mile north of Little Blacktail. The fire's burning a little more than a square mile.
And the Crescent Road fire is burning near Little Falls in Lincoln County. Level 3 evacuations are in place for people living between McLaughlin Road to the east and Highway 231 to the west, and between Farwell Road north to the Spokane River. Level 2 evacuations are in place between McLaughlin and Valley Roads and from Prewett to Foremount north to the river. And we were sent this video of the Crescent Road fire burning last night around 7:30. Stevens County Fire District 1 says it's burned about 500 acres.
Scammers are using these wildfires to target people. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office says some people are getting calls from folks pretending to be them, telling them they need to evacuate for the Crescent Road fire. But real deputies won't call you. They will come to your door if you actually need to leave. If you're not sure, check the official Spokane Regional Evacuation Map to see if your address is in that zone. And if you're still not sure, you can always call Crime Check 509-456-2233.
More than a dozen suspicious fires have burned in Riverside State Park since July 4th. These have forced evacuations and disrupted summer activities for families. Park rangers are working overnight shifts to try and catch these arsonists.
Washington State Parks is not set up or staffed to be a 24-hour law enforcement operation. That being said, most of these fires have occurred very late, and so our staff has adjusted their hours.
Rangers ask visitors to report any suspicious activity in the park.
More than a dozen members of the Idaho National Guard are helping ICE. Governor Brad Little authorized the action earlier this week, saying it shows Idaho's commitment to aiding and supporting other agencies. Governor Little says these 14 agents will help with office tasks, allowing ICE agents to focus on law enforcement. This follows U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth authorizing 20 states, including Idaho, to activate up to 1,700 National Guard members to support ICE. Those who work in the Idaho immigrant community say this impacts people seeking legal status.
The U.S. State Department has announced visa restrictions for unnamed African, Cuban, and Grenadian government officials and their families yesterday. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said the visa restrictions are for those involved in Cuba's medical mission program. For more on the U.S. crackdown, turn into Good Morning America right after this.
We'll be back with a final check of the weather, taking a look at our live skies right after this.
At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices on over 1,000 items. With quality and savings that add up, Fred Meyer shoppers never compromise. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
For over 100 years, we've gathered here. Dusty boots meet blue ribbons, and fair food meets family tradition. At the North Idaho State Fair, we're not just making memories, we're keeping tradition alive. Join us August 15th through the 24th for the best 10 full days of unforgettable memories right here in North Idaho. Get your tickets now at nisfair.fun for the North Idaho State Fair, presented by ICCU.
Looking for a cool new tricked-out truck? Perfect for the Inland Northwest? Then you need to visit Cal Cars, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's Truck Kings. From half to three-quarter ton to dualies and diesels. Like your deal, love your wheels this week at Cal.
At Fred Meyer, you never compromise. You get up high quality that's guaranteed fresh and down low prices on over 1,000 items. With quality and savings that add up, Fred Meyer shoppers never compromise. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Sunrise over some smoky skies around Spokane and around Coeur d'Alene. We'll see some variable cloud cover throughout the day as well. But the thing you'll notice the most is the haze and the cooler temperatures. We're going to be even cooler than that as some showers move in for Friday morning. We'll see a better chance of rain on Saturday, so you may want to adjust your weekend plans, at least for the first half of Saturday. As we go through the end of the weekend, drying out a little bit, looking pretty nice next week.
Well, thanks so much for starting your day with us right here on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, we will keep you updated throughout the morning during Good Morning America. We'll, of course, have the latest on that crash on I-90, which looks like they're starting to get it cleared out. We'll have an update in about 25 minutes.